பட போச்சே.
ஹாய்டா.
யார் யாரா?
That is my line. மூடுறா மயரண்டி. ஹாய்டா.
குக்கு குக்கு.
Hello, Dubai.
No, it is Yanjami.
I thought Woody Woodpecker.
இல்ல Yanjami. I just remembered. Isn't that the Ajit dialogue in
Viswasam, yeah.
Viswasam or what? Yeah. Yanjami.
Oh,
He told நான் அந்த படத்தை பார்க்கல.
இல்ல அது
yes.
அந்த ரஜினி படத்துக்கு பதிலா அஜித் மூவி பாட்ட.
டேய் பழைய ஜோக் ஆச்சுடா, விட்டு தொலைடா.
நான் உன்ன பத்தி பேசலையே.
Okay, so guys, the song, how do you all like it?
No, first few times I like it. Then after they got annoying for me.
I don't understand.
So that's the thing. You must listen to the lead. You must listen like ஒரு few times கேட்கணும். And then for those like தமிழ்ல கொஞ்சம் சேலஞ்ச் ஆனவங்க on the captions.
Yeah, that's why I did.
English auto generation இருக்கும். ஸோ நான் வந்து ஒரு 3-4 தடவை கேட்டேன். நான் வேற ஒரு தமிழ் ஆசிரியரோட பையன், புரியவே புரியல.
Is it a Tamil song from India?
It is.
Yeah, from India. You know the girl who sang Rowdy Baby?
Yeah.
She's
I
the
mean,
one
I
who
don't
sang
know
this
her
song. Yeah lah.
Oh.
Her name is called D lah. Then she's the one who sang Rowdy Baby. And then she sang this. So the பாட்டு வந்து is this guy the guy in the song called Arivu.
which technically Bhairav don't have.
Yes.
Thank you.
So he's the one who wrote the song. So the kade enna, our modern society, we're not taking care of the earth as much, right? Mm-hmm. So they're trying to pay tribute to the hard work that the ancestors did, நம்ம முன்னோர்கள் செஞ்ச வேலை, and just to Mother Nature as a whole lah. So in the பாட்டு ஆரம்பத்தில் வேற குக்கு குக்கு, then all that ஓடியான்னு ஒரு வார்த்தை வரும். So the ஓடியா part is basically is like your grandmother is like calling you to come ஓடிவா அந்த மாதிரி. So enjoy yes sami. So if you put in English it'll be enjami lah. So if like Tamil பார்த்தா is yes sami. So sometime your grandparents will call you like sami like that. They'll treat you like right. Yeah. So under is. And the part where Arivi is like rapping like a lady, right? Old lady, he's pretending to be his grandmother lah.
No shit, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
He's pretending to be grandmother, talking to him about the earth and all that.
So before we actually dive deep into this topic, right? First up, கேக்குற நேயர்களுக்கு வந்து hope you all had a good week and hope you all have a good listen in this upcoming episode. ஏன்னா இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட்ல வந்து முதல்ல ஒரு வாய்ஸ் கேட்டிருப்பீங்க, அந்த மிஸ்டரி வாய்ஸ். அது வேற யாரும் இல்லை, அது நம்ம சிங்கப்பூர்ல இருக்கிற ஒரு I would say a very
in his own words he's a cockfluencer.
Yes. He's none other than Jaarvis.
ஹலோ அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பேரு ஜாவிஸ், நான் 2ஆம் வகுப்புல படிக்கிறேன். வீட்டுல அப்படியே தோசை சாப்பிட்டு கம்பு போடுங்க.
Actually right, Jaarvis சொன்னா I remember him from one prominent thing. Okay, so my Chinese friend, I think the rest of you all know Ryan. So he every day he sends me your daily quote. And then he will imitate you the starting.
Oh, hey everybody. Okay.
Yes. Please say it on air.
Oh, okay. So basically, okay, that's how my entire journey as a cockfluencer started. It was just one fucking day. It was raining and then my motorbike was wet and then I needed to go to work, but I couldn't go to work because obviously my motorbike was wet and it's fucking raining. So I just thought like, hey everybody, I hope you're having a very good day, because I'm having a very good day. But if you're not having a very good day, that's your problem, Ajibai. And then it became viral, like viral in the sense that at that point in time, like I only had about 2,800 followers. So for me, viral is like 300, like 50 shares is viral for me already at that point in time. So after that, I start gaining traction. So and then I build up on it, and after I start to say it before I do every quarter day. So it's like, hey everybody, hope you have a very good day, because I'm having a very good day. But if you're not having a very good day, that's your fucking problem.
Beautiful.
It's not very easy to say. Not a lot of people are actually able to say it that fast and without making any mistakes. So I'm still fucking proud of it.
Actually it's true lah. நான் மைண்ட்ல ரிஹர்ஸ் பண்ணல, திக்கி விட்டு பரவாயில்ல, துப்பு தான் வருது. துப்பாக்கி
So இந்த quote of the day வந்து the most how to say, a prominent quote of the day used by my Chinese friend, and he sends to me every day was, "Die with memories, not dreams. If you suck my kunji, you will get the cherry topping for your vanilla ice cream la punde."
Yes.
Bro, how? Wow.
That is one of those quotes that I don't remember, lah. But you remember. I have a few quotes that I remember. The prominent one is the keep looking up, and that is the secret of life. Keep looking down, and that is my kunji for your wife. That is then the other one is, 50 Cent, the album cover, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
Then my kunji left your mother crying.
Nobody's so excited.
And then the other one is be a voice, not an echo. If you flick my kunji, you can hear techno.
Yes, this one.
எப்படி ப்ரோ ரூம் போட்டு யோசிப்பீங்களா?
அப்படியே வரோம் ஃப்ளோல வரோம்ல. பேசும்போது bro, I speaking vulgarities my whole life. அது அப்படியே மண்டல அப்படியே உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கோம். Just need to dig out on it.
I got one very specific memory of Jaarvis lah. Because this was back in Singapore Poly, back in early 2011, 2012. So I was in food court 5 lah, Singapore Poly. Well, morning I think. Then I think that day Chelsea won the Champions League lah. Then I was sitting food court 5 lah. Then I see this group of Chelsea fans. I think Jaarvis was in the middle lah. You take the Chelsea flag and running and then shouting lah. Yeah. That's my first memory of Jaarvis.
Okay, it's not Champions League. When Chelsea won the Champions League, I was in Thailand doing my. It was probably Premier League.
Premier League. Okay, Premier League. Yeah, Premier League. That was my first memory, man. After that, keep seeing the face online.
I never got to see Chelsea win the Champions League. I saw my staff sergeant whack the head because he put his money on Bayern. Then he lost out. That's how I knew I won.
So, coming back to the Yajamani song.
What Yajamani? Enjamida.
ஏதோ ஒரு மீ அந்த மீய பத்தி பேசுவோம்.
But yeah, so back to the song. There's a reason why I started we wanted to start the song, the episode with the topic of the music first. So number one, it was very prominent recently. I think ஒரு 2 வாரத்துல they got 55 million views. Few days ago I saw it was 33. Now it's 55 million views. Yeah, and it's growing a lot. It's like circulating in like WhatsApp groups and things like that. So Jaarvis, we know that you are in a band, right?
I'm in about 4 bands. Yeah.
So there, can you drop the names of those bands that you're in?
My first black metal, my original band which I started my music journey with is called Zaganov. It's all death metal bands and black metal bands. Zaganov, after that I started a black metal band called Samaf Satanas, and then I started a solo project called Viridicon, which is me basically playing all the instruments and singing and composing everything lah. And then after that, the last one that stuck with me until now is called Mucus Mortuary.
Yeah. So under genre pati, what specifically drew you into the music? I love music.
Okay, first thing, I listen to all kind of music. From anything I listen to Cantonese song all what drew me into heavy metal was, first thing is young and angry and rebellious and just wanted to be very expressive of everything. I just wanted to rebel because I don't know whether Sharif got tell you, I'm actually brought up in a very, very pious family. Then my brother introduced me to Linkin Park. So I'm sure we are all familiar with Linkin Park and all the the hit songs and everything. But I went a bit too deep into Linkin Park in the sense that I started to steal money from my parents so I can buy the albums. And I mean, it's that kind of passion I had. And I knew every song album wise what is the number 1 to 10 of which album, and I knew the lyrics of every song. I knew the guitar riffs and solo of every song. Then I first learned the guitar at age about 12 when I bought the Life in Texas album. So that was one of my favorite albums, and it's the most inspiring and most memorable moments in my life because I used to play the DVD on TV, and then asked my father for my first guitar, and he bought for me a first useless guitar, and I just used to watch the screen and pretend to play, but I'm just watching Linkin Park play. And I think the heavy treble and distortion and everything that they had got me into that. Then it's from there I went into stuff like Metallica and then Megadeth and Iron Maiden, all these. Then from there, that was about secondary 3 already. Then from there, secondary 3, I went into death metal and realized that hey, this is not something that everyone listens to, but somehow I really like the flow of it, the intensity, the guitars, the drums, the da, 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 and the vocals, the vocals, because you can't understand what the fuck they're saying, but when you go and read up the lyrics, their lyrics are actually one of the best that these guys can write. It is different, like it's just very different. And at the point of time, being someone with I was always someone who was very different, who think very differently. I just wanted to, stand out from everything that I do. So musically, that brought me to where I'm today, because I think it just stuck. And from there I went into black metal because like I said, I'm from a very pious family. So my parents used to shove religion down my throat, and it was until to a point where I just needed to break out from it. And the only way to break out from it while staying at home within that whole atmosphere is through music, and through music, in the sense that in the music I felt like I belong somewhere, and that is black metal because it's through black metal that I managed to like communicate with myself, because the whole idea of being your own man and like focusing on what you want to focus on, and not letting people tell you what to do, not letting people tell you what to follow, not like working your fucking ass off and studying so fucking hard and then doing well for your O levels or whatever, just for people to say, oh, thank God, they punta. I worked nobody else worked. Why are you thanking other people? Thank me. If I don't study and just pray every day, will I pass my exams? No, right? So why am I thanking anybody else but myself? Correct? So yeah, it's just that mentality that I reap what I sow. I face the consequences to all my actions. I make the decisions for everything that I do in life, and I either get the rewards, or I reap the rewards, or I face the consequences for anything that I do. So everything, all these ideologies I learned from music, which is more specifically it's just metal, because metal, it gets very deep, and in black metal is very, very they're just it's just very in depth. I'm a very independent man, so I just broke out of this. There's someone above you watching over you, who's giving you rewards and will punish you when you do bad things and all these kind of things lah. Yeah, so that's why I love metal. And from there I started to play music, and again being in a band was cool at the point of time, so I played in a few bands in secondary school. But in poly, being in a band became like a form of expression. So I started playing metal in a band, and I was a lead guitarist, and then I kicked my vocalist out, and I took over the vocals because I could express the most there. Because then when I hold the mic, I just free flow, whack the cheap blast anything or anyone that I can find on stage, and that just became my identity. And I think at the age of about 18 years old, I actually organized my first gig in Singapore, a metal show. At the age of 18, I had 32 bands playing under my name, and on the poster was my name, my number, and I'm the one getting liaising with all the bands. I'm the one printing the tickets. I'm the one doing Photoshop and designing the posters. I used to do that just to fight this whole idea that religion is like, everybody must follow their own religion. Nobody should say anything bad about each other. Nobody should express their how they feel about this ideology and everything. But yeah, 18 years old, I did all those up to about until I went to army. So 21, then I came out. I did a couple of shows. But yeah, that's how I got my name known in the music scene per se. Yes, yeah, that's it was good. I mean, it's good times. I'm very, very proud of it, because I didn't trust anyone. It was a one-man show. I did everything by myself. I had support from friends, from very close friends. They always come for my shows. Then they buy drinks for me, and that's where actually I start drinking a lot. It's during poly days. It's because it's just through these gigs that everybody drank. So I just wanted to have fun, so I drank, and I realized that wow, alcohol opened me up to this entire world of you get to see people's true colors. If they are good people, they'll be fucking good people. If they are bad people, they'll be fucking assholes. So there's no one way around it, because when you drink, you just become yourself. So yeah, then that's where my love for alcohol started, and then the metal, and just being this fucking rebellious kid that I was at a point of time. But honestly, the person that I am is very, very toned down as compared to who I was about 10 years ago.
Jaarvis, நீங்க முதல்ல சொன்னீங்க வந்து நீங்க கெட்ட வார்த்தைகள் vulgarities நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க, right? Do you remember the first vulgarity you used?
First vulgarity probably is fuck lah, but in primary school. before you say vulgarity, you'll say example, fuck. So the vulgarity doesn't count because you say example.
Okay, so Jaarvis, on the vulgar நம்ம தகாத வார்த்தைகள் பேசுறது வந்து it's never a good thing to our elders. நீ இந்த மாதிரி கெட்ட வார்த்தை பேசுற நான் உன்னை இப்படி வளர்த்தேனா all the kind of questions. And நீங்க உங்க பாட்காஸ்ட்லயும் சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க you got a lot of questions on that also. What was their reaction initially? What is their reaction now?
Honestly, if any parents who tell you that why you talk vulgarity everything, they only can tell you until they are put in a position to use it. Yeah, if your father is outside, then somebody accidentally slapped your mother. Is he going to look at, hey, hello, Mr. Boss, why did you slap my mother? Why did you slap my wife? Oh, you are my So is there like a line, like so you can use vulgar? Is there like a line that cross the line only you can use vulgar? If not, you cannot. Then if we are talking about that, then what is the line? Who draws the line, right? So if I'm going to use vulgar as a form of humor, so they can ask me, why do you need vulgar why do you need vulgar to use as a form of humor? Then I would say, why do you need vulgar as a form to express your anger? It's the same one. Right? If you have an answer for that, I also have an answer for this. My answer is, why the fuck not? Right? So whenever people ask me why vulgar, the only way I explain is it's a way of emotion. It's an emotion to amplify what you're trying to get at. So if I tell you, bro, I'm hungry, means I'm hungry. But if I tell you, bro, I'm fucking hungry,
it's expression.
I'm very, very, very hungry. But bro, if I tell you, I'm fucking hungry, means I'm hungry until I need to eat right now. So it's a form of expression. The vulgar actually intensifies, amplifies what I'm actually trying to say. So in that sense, I think vulgar is emotions. So it's vulgar. Vulgar is only vulgar if I'm using it to hurt someone's feeling. To shoot it at someone. It's not like your mother is a teoria. Yes, that is vulgar because I'm actually insulting your mother. I'm calling her a whore. Yeah, but I say that because I look at my camera and then I shout, wow, mama chibai, your mother chibai. But whose mother? I don't know. There's many billion people in the world. If you think it's your mother, then chibai, that's not my problem. I shout at my phone. Are you my phone? You're not my phone. So why?
So it's just a tool for you to amplify whatever you're thinking. A tool for it to impact someone who is listening as well, lah.
Yes, that is how it started. Until it became traction, until I became known as the guy who uses a lot of vulgar openly without, because people say, wow, what will your mother think of you? What would your father think of you? Who the fuck cares what people think of me? I don't live for anybody. How my parents see me is they didn't know until about 6 months ago, until people start sending videos to my father.
6 months ago.
Son doing this. And then we went for...
It's quite recent,
6 months ago. I block everyone of my close family member except for my siblings. My siblings knew. My siblings they know lah. I mean, because I'm very, 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 very close to them. Like they know everything. And they know all the most important things that's happening in my life. They know. Parents wise is same lah. My uncle, auntie, paiyan apdi seran, umbra, bunda, same thing. Then I go to wedding, people will start taking photos with me. Then my mother tell me.
அப்படி அந்த பாஷா மூமெண்ட் பாஷா மியூசிக் போடணும். சொல்லுங்க
மாமேல என்ன செஞ்சீங்க? சொல்லுங்க.
Yes.
Arsami.
And then slowly, I think my father is ultimately a businessman. Before, we used to live in a shop house at Teluk Blangah. I lived there for the first 21 years of my life. So I grew up a lot knowing that my father is a very, very smart businessman. So in some sense, as much as he wants to be very, very, religious and very shallow-minded or narrow-minded, he's also quite liberal. And he's also quite, he understands why you have to do certain things and stuff. So my father doesn't actually question me until he found out that I was selling Lucifer's Gold. So I would be out delivering during COVID. He asked me what I'm doing. I say I'm doing delivery. I was delivering what? I say provision, which is not wrong. I'm not lying to my father. Alcohol is provision. And then one day I went home. They are massaging his leg. They say, Jaarvis, you said you're delivering provision. What kind of provision? Then I know he knows, I know, he knows. I didn't say anything. I just continue massaging. And then I go out, I whack my mutton curry, I chow. At that point, I moved out already. I moved out in 2019 September. So I moved out. I moved out during phase circuit breaker. So I took the opportunity to completely stay out so I can start doing my delivery properly, because I cannot be keeping alcohol at home. I cannot be coming home smelling like liquor all the time, even though I've been doing that for 10 years. But just I didn't want to keep alcohol at home lah. Yeah, and ultimately, I think my father just knew that it started as something fun. After that, now it's just becoming more of business. Is trying to monetize everything that I've built so far, and even people, he want to buy seafood from some Indian Muslim Facebook. The auction, all this Malay auction or Indian Muslim, they all auction all this seafood. So people will message WhatsApp him, then they will see his DP, then they message him, how you know Jaarvis? Why is he on your DP? Then my father reply, oh, he's my son. Then, oh, uncle, never mind, you don't need to pay. Then my father will say, oh, tell me, I will pay. Don't say this to me, I will pay. He's just very adamant. My father also got ego lah. But I also tell him, don't take free things, because I don't want to owe people anything. Yeah, so because if he takes, then maybe 1 week later the fella reply me, bro, I gave a free things to your father, can post for me, but I didn't agree to it. Yeah, then it becomes my problem. So I told him, yeah, but so through all this, he kind of know, and I've been getting a lot of people give me Natala tarts to sponsor, give me Sakti Soru, all this, ask me to put Insta story. Yeah, so all this food I'll bring home, and then I give my parents to eat, ask them to whack everything and say nice or not. Then they ask me how much I buy. Then I say no, people just want me to taste and then promote it for them. I do marketing for some brands. Then they just until I started blowing up on Facebook. Like Facebook, even though I block them, if their friends share, I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So I think it came to that point. So now it's just, they don't question me. I don't say anything. It's a common knowledge. We don't talk about it. And my honest opinion, my honest stance about this is I just want to prove to them that I know what the fuck I'm doing. So that's why this whole monetization part. And I mean, ultimately, that's the whole idea, right? Like, why would I want to stop and cut everything that I've built so far just because my parents are not happy with the way I do things outside? What if I just channel this energy into something that can actually make them happy? What if I buy them a car next year or in a couple of years' time? Will my father tell me, no, I will not ride this vulgar car? They won't say it. Bro, you don't drive, I will drive lah. It's a punta car, I like punta, I drive punta. And I want, as in, like, it's just, I mean, that comes to just business mind lah. Right? So I don't see anything wrong with that. Maybe if someone wants or aspires to go through the same path that I took, the fella has to be very, very ready for a lot of disappointments that he's going to face in his life. A lot of letdowns, a lot of guilty faces, a lot of going back to mother just like almost in the verge of tears because someone just called and say, well, your kudikara uppana ipdila seiran na road la thanni adikran, that kind. So it's a lot of things. It's just, I think I built my mind to not give a fuck about anything except for things that matter. So whatever my parents tell me matter only to a certain extent. Means if they give me words of wisdom to make the best chicken curry, I will take it. Like face adversities, I will take it. But if they're going to advise me on how to do
you should live your
things,
life.
how I should live my life, how to do things instead of how I'm doing it, then I don't think I will take their advice, because it's 2021. They have gone through their phase. This is our phase, and I don't think it's the same phase. I mean, our Gen Z will never be able to live their life, and they will never be able to live the Gen Z's life. But our generation, we can live both lives. So yeah, that's my take lah, and that's how I get through whatever shit. So now I think I'm in a very good place with my parents. So I go home and see my parents every week.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Jaarvis, you just now mentioned about your Lucifer goal.
Yeah, man.
How did this idea started?
Lucifer's goal is actually not brought in by me. So I started as a brand ambassador. My friend Santosh, who's now my partner, he wasn't a friend at first, but his girlfriend was a very close friend of mine. And because I'm in black metal bands and I openly speak about Satanism and this, like being anti-religion and all this kind of stuff. So the closest thing to Lucifer he could find in his fucking country that's walking on two legs and is not afraid of anything is me lah. So he just asked me whether I would want to like represent his brand. When I saw it, I was one of the happiest men in the world, because I didn't take it because I love Satan or whatever. As in, I don't even fucking love Satan. It's just the ideology that I like. The reason why I got very attracted is because I know people in this country will have a lot of things to say about it because of the way it looks. You know, the just Lucifer just sitting down there. I mean, for me, it's just a fucking picture, and Lucifer's goal, and it's blended bourbon and scotch, which is the first in Singapore. So all this kind of thing. And then I tried it first on the rocks. It was fucking amazing. It's just very smooth. You don't need any mixers. And yeah, I mean, ultimately the product has to be good for me to carry, and it was good for me. It's really, really good. And it's not actually a atas whiskey. It's like a party whiskey. And it suits me because it's whiskey, but it's different because of the way it looks. So I'm human, but I'm different. I'm Indian, but I'm different. So it just suits my style and my personality. And then I carried it, and then I asked that guy, like, marketing wise, do I have the freedom to market it in my way, the way that I like to market? And he said, please go ahead. And then that's how Lucifer's goal, your mother is old, that tagline started. And then I started doing stupid things with the bottle, and it started to grow a lot of traction. And the name, so right now, the reason why we started doing full-fledged alcohol delivery company, not just Lucifer's goal, is because the aim was to make sure people know about the brand. And now I think Singapore and Malaysia know about the brand. And yeah, the face is out there. So now we are okay to go all out. And yeah, that's how the whole thing started, which is, I'm very, very proud of it actually.
It's the businessman, you're talking about உங்க அப்பா வந்து ஒரு businessman சொன்னீங்க. So like you're probably taking that ideology, you're learning that part from him as well, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's just about doing, I mean, I always preach doing what you love and loving what you do. So if I love to drink, then I'll make sure that I do something along the line of drinking. So now my Saturday, Sundays are just spent in my office, just sending out liquors to people. So instead of getting drunk, wasting money, I thought I'd get people drunk and get some money. Reverse the cycle a bit.
So Jaarvis, something interesting. I was listening to your Tamil எப்படி சொல்ல, உங்களோட தாத்தா வீடு.
Oh, your tata backside there.
Your tata
backside.
Your tata house.
Sorry. That famous, sorry.
I was listening to your podcast, and you mentioned about the border photography. Okay. So interestingly, right, I think border photography is something where it's a very open concept in the West.
Yep.
It's a sort of open concept here, not really open. Anna,
that one depend on the people.
Exactly. That's why it's sort of open, but it's not. நீங்க அதை பத்தி டீட்டெயிலா பேசுனீங்க உங்க பாட்காஸ்ட்ல. But எனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு கேள்வி தான் இருக்கு. You said 10 வருஷமா you had this love for it, and you want love for it, like you really wanted to interest. How did you cope with the negative comments that were coming in? Because this is something you wanted to do. This is something that it's your own thing, but the negative comments, நீங்க சொன்னீங்க negative comments and வந்துச்சு and all that. How did you cope with that?
There's nothing to cope if I don't absorb anything, bro.
Okay.
So, if people online on social media, people can only talk, but do they have the guts to do what I do? No, I don't think so. Will they do what I do? Yes, they will say, no, there's no need for me. Oh, I'm not so shameless and going to they punta on pandalana. Gutless product. So I've always been the kind of guy. So what if you see my gunji? Your father also got right. You also got right. Why? Your gunji made of diamond, achi bhai. No, right? You also got okay. It's just different color. Maybe mine more pink than yours. Okay, that's all. What the fuck else is the difference? Everyone is born like that. We are all born clothless. We are all born from the soil. We just coming out fucking bare and rusty and just dirty. So why புடிக்கலன்னா பாக்காத புட்டை அவ்வளவுதான்.
அந்த ரோ சொன்னீங்க அங்கதான் நிக்கிறீங்க ப்ரோ.
இல்ல பிடிக்கலன்னு சொல்லிட்டு உங்களுடைய வைரல்ல விட்டுட்டு இருக்கானுங்க எல்லாரும்.
Some they send these pictures all to their family group. What kind of fucking family?
That's why.
குடும்பத்தோட அப்ப சேர்ந்து பாப்பீங்க, டின்னர் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு பேசுவாங்க.
Screen mirror to the TV. Jaarvis posting.
I will run this.
frame போட்டு வச்சிருப்பாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் bro. செஞ்சாலும்
I will
செய்வாங்க.
definitely frame. I will personally frame.
You framing.
ஆனா you framing no
Yeah, that's
problem.
normal. அது okay. மத்தவங்க frame பண்ணிட்டா அது something lah.
ஆனா bro, so why I ask you about the negative comment, right? ஏன்னா அந்த நெகட்டிவ் கமெண்டோட நிறைய பாசிட்டிவ் கமெண்டும் வரும். லைக்
Yeah,
an
of course.
எக்ஸாம்பிள் வந்து அன்னைக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டாரி போட்டீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸ்டாரியா ட்வீட்டான்னு தெரியல. உங்க முன்னாடி வந்து ஒரு ஆள் வந்து உங்க வீடியோவை பார்த்து சிரிச்சுட்டு இருந்தாரு. ஆனா அவர்
பின்னாடி.
நீங்க பின்னாடி ஆனா நீங்க முன்னாடி இருந்தது அவருக்கு தெரியல.
Yes.
இந்த மாதிரி you know when you hear these kind of stories and you know when you hear these kind of comments coming to you, you know, how do you take that in and you know how do you feel, you know?
I feel well, okay, negative comments are bound to happen, and I honestly am very, very thankful that negative comments are coming in, means people still have their conscience to let me know that whatever I'm doing is not accepted in society, because it's not supposed to be accepted in society. Because all this is, so that's why I'm able to garner a following of about 30,000, because if it was accepted by society, if it was a social norm, then I would still be a nobody. So negative comments are bound to happen, and I'm very, very okay with that. I'm open to listening to them. I'm really, really open to listening to constructive criticisms, or just people telling me, Jaarvis, don't fucking do this, like Chiba, what the fuck, you know, everything is okay. But it just comes to a point where they just tell me what to do and what not to do. Then after that, I just fuck it. I literally just either like the post or just ha 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 ha, or I give some sarcastic replies. Because when you give sarcasm, you fight sarcasm with hate, right? They will get very like karpong. And you just make them fucking angry until boiling point. After you ha 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 and block the fucker.
I remember this story. I think a few weeks ago, Stacy வந்திருந்தாங்க Indians of Singapore,
Yes.
and you were her first story.
Yes.
And in that you mentioned you were an aspiring comedian.
Yes.
அந்த ஜாவிஸ்க்கும் இப்போ உள்ள ஜாவிஸ்க்கும் ஏதாச்சும் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கா?
I don't think so. It's just the vast difference between my growth lah. At that point of time, I wasn't like 30K. I was still, even though 20K was a lot, it's not as huge as 30K. But at the point of time, I'm a very humble man. Like, I don't like to call myself the influencer, even though I know at some point I have to say that. But because the idea of influencers, the perception of influencers is very different, and I don't want to be put in the same category as that. I'm not the kind of guy who will put a fucking, drink a glass and then say this one will fucking help you cure cancer. Side Jaarvis for 20% off. Then the next one is you are promoting another drink. This one also can cure fever. Side Jaarvis 10% off. Yeah, so that's like, it's all for money. So that's why if people want to ask me to post their shit on my profile and they don't let me do it with my creative freedom, I will reject no matter how much they pay me. And and I don't know, but for me, I don't know whether I have the ability to influence people, but I know I can make people laugh.
So rather than an influencer, you're just, I would say, with all due respect and with, you're a comedian.
Yeah, I would. That's the closest thing.
Yeah, because like நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி influencer வந்து someone who I mean, you do influence a market, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
But influencer, I feel like they could go very on the extreme. ஏன்னா நிறைய பேரை பார்த்துருக்கோம் influencer. But ஒரு aspiring comedian to a comedian, like to a certain extent, like Kumar, for example. He's a comedian, but he's also an influencer. You get what I mean? So I would probably say that you're actually someone who makes us laugh. Someone who, wants to ensure we don't have a sad day. Like, again, going back to the story, you made someone laugh behind you and, you shared that. That's, to me, I think that's Jaarvis.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think I answered your question just now. How I react to positive feedback. Yeah. In all honesty, the amount of positive feedback that I've been getting since I started doing what I'm doing against the negative feedback is the positive feedbacks are at least 100-fold. Because it's everyone who watches my videos. At some point, they will tell me that I'm funny and whatever I'm doing is actual content, that they enjoy doing what I'm doing. And people who actually understand my contents, how to put it, the way I do my content, they will know that I'm doing everything only for the sake of making people laugh. Like the recent one, I made a video about me ranting about this fella using the fucking bidet, not using the bidet, but then he takes the cubicle.
Yeah.
So like if I put that into reality, for me, the question that will be posed to me is, so what? If I use bidet, then every time people come in, I'm using bidet, I'm not using bidet. Why you want him to announce? Is it? No, I'm not saying that. I just ranting. It's funny. I make myself look stupid for you to laugh. But whether it defines the person that I am, that's up to your judgment, which I don't really give a fuck about. So you watch this video, you see one stupid idiot ranting because that fellow, then you need to use tissue paper. Oh, Africa country, or they need to use mud water. All these fuckers will put comments like that. But Punda, they think so far. Now then go to Africa and fucking work down there. Have the fucking children like Chibai.
No, recently you have been in TikTok also. Your zebra crossing.
Yeah.
That went viral.
Yes, that went very
Oh,
well.
yeah. That one
Cross and do what? Drop down and die. Bro. That and the one you walk to Woodlands.
Oh yeah, the Woodlands one.
That was epic. The Woodlands one. You were saying you walk like for what? 1 hour?
Yeah, I lost my way and everything. But so the truth of the video is I intentionally lost my way, and the whole video it wasn't staged, but I picked my spot to take the videos. And I planned on, I didn't plan on what to say because everything comes with the flow, but like I was walking by the side of the road, they're fucking hot, then got cars going, so I wait for the traffic light to change green so the cars can go, so I can point to the car and say, oh, put that, Chiba looking at me. So everything was done purposely. Yeah, and then I made the video together, put the videos together, and then I subtitled it because I thought it had the ability to go viral, and then it did go viral. So there are many comments on there. Yeah, so whenever I see like people saying that got bust to Woodlands got this, they telling me the actual facts. I will tell them, punta, adiyan theriyonda naya. So
they telling you like you don't know how to go around Singapore. He's like,
yeah, so a lot of my videos are actually it is real, but it is also a lot of drama and exaggeration to spice up the video. So was I really angry that the fella didn't use the bidet? Yes, I was. I was actually, honestly, I banged the door beside me. I banged the cubicle. Then because I'm very angry. I was very angry because I using toilet paper. Then that's the only cubicle. So I was really angry. So after that, it came to my mind, okay, let's do a video about this. Then I go out, I touch my hand, I wash my hand, everything. Then I said, no lah, bro, I want to use the bidet. Oh, sorry. No, it's okay, sir. Then I call him sir somehow. He go out. Then after that, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, nobody come in. That's it. If the fella come in, I will still shake his hand. Okay, sorry, I was angry, but never mind, you use his. I don't own the fucking bidet. You want to use, you use. I don't own the fucking cubicles. You want to use, you use. I want to do videos and make myself look stupid. I cannot put that. I need to ask your permission to make myself look stupid.
So now, like we spoke about you, like the closest thing you are, like you're a comedian at heart. So, and a lot of comedians, right, like Dave Chappelle and things like that, people like that, right, the whole purpose on the comedy மூலமா they like tell stories to society. They address a lot of social issues. So. And through their comedy, they make people laugh, but they also educate them at the same time. And நீங்களும் சொல்றீங்க, like you like to sort of push boundaries and talk about things that are not really talked about, which is in a way tackling social issues, but in a different way also, especially in our society. So are there any comedians that you look up to or have inspired you in your creative process?
No. Actually, honestly, no. The few comedians that I follow is Fakafas, because he's a good friend. I met him in the metal scene before he became a comedian, but I actually like his comedy. I like him as a person, and I know there are certain things that he cannot say online because he's on a more professional level. But I went to his intimate show at Home Club at Canvas, and it was behind closed doors, strictly no videos, no photos inside, because so that he has a platform to actually say and do jokes on a more intimate level. And that's when I actually fell in love with Fakafaz's comedy, because it's like humor. Like a lot of things you cannot say, but if you put them on a stage with
where there's
like,
no restrictions.
no restrictions, and that's where you will feel how real and raw that they can get. And that's what I'm doing on my Instagram, because I don't have any obligations to anyone or anything, so I have the ability to say all this. I even cleared with my boss at work to tell him that this is what I do, and the only thing that can happen to the company is I gain more traction to the fucking company lah. There's nothing bad that can happen. So it's fakafas lah. But anyone inspired me to do what I do? No, I honestly don't think so, because everything started by myself. I mean, I'm not trying to be egoistic or whatever, but I think at some point I need to give some credit to myself, and this is where I will give where credit is due. It's just me lah. I mean, when everything went viral, for my friends, if you ask them, that's how my Facebook name started. Is my Facebook page name is just Jaarvis, because when I went viral, for my friends, people were, hey, you know this guy, wow. Then they were asking, hey, how is he like real life? Then my friends just tell them, it's just Jaarvis, bro. Because they've known me like that for their whole life. But for society, they just saying, no, punda solra, but I think punda how many years? So it's like, for my good friends, people who know me for plenty of years, they know it's just me. So in that sense, I don't think anyone inspired me or anyone. I don't get my creative inspirations from anyone, but I still do get inspirations from people. But it's mostly just comedians. No one in name, but the ability to stand on a fucking stage and do comedy is something that I have utmost respect for. Is very, very different. So a lot of people ask me, Jaarvis, have you thought about doing stand-up comedy? Do you ever want to do stand-up comedy? Stand-up comedy is not something that's easy. I cannot do stand-up comedy. I tried once. I failed fucking miserably. I was laughing at my own self. I see this tudung lady covering the ears of the son, and then carrying the child, don't know where, because you put me on a platform where it's family friendly, got kids, got babies in the cart and pushing wheels or don't know what fuck, and I cannot say any vulgarities. I went mind blank. I just said, do you guys like beer? Then the tudung lady take the son, run away. And I was drunk, because when I'm drunk I talk a lot of cock, but at that point of time there was no cock for me to talk, because I didn't want to openly offend children. No, that's not what I do. I didn't want that. Even when I'm drunk also, I got a line that I know I cannot cross. So, now my friends were there, and there were a lot of cricket moments. Like I can feel myself being embarrassed, but at the point of time I made a decision, fuck it, just complete the show, just do it. And I finished the show. It was a 45-minute show. I was just fucking blabbering. I don't know what the fuck. Before that, I had a whole script in mind. I went there all blank. Fuck it. Gone. I just brought out army stories. All army stories, and nobody laughed. I'm telling fucking stupid stories all the fuck lah. It was a very big spicy moment. But people in the crowd started to shout like, hey, Jaarvis. After people take photo with me, all then I thought like, okay lah. If அந்த அளவுக்கு செஞ்சேன் இன்னும் போட்டோ நான் எடுக்கறாங்க, okay lah, means I some level.
But I'm sure there's going to be some platform where you can actually do not really stand up lah, but something similar where you actually can express yourself, right? In Singapore.
You mean live?
Live, yeah. Life itself.
Life. The only thing that I can do is just entertain people naturally. Like that's how I do. That's what I do at bars that I used to work with. I tell them that because at some point in 2018 I left MediaCorp after. I joined a private production, and then I left. And I asked myself like whether, is it worth the risk to try and monetize my Instagram? And for me, it's if you never try, you never know lah. So I tried for a good year, about 10 months to try and monetize whatever I'm doing, and it's the first of its kind because it's vulgar. If I'm monetizing vulgar, I'll be the first fucking motherfucker in the whole fucking country to ever do that. Nice. And I tried. It felt very bad, but I worked really hard lah. I worked at Guzman E. Gomez at Tanjong Pagar for 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then 6:30 p.m. to about 4 a.m. I work at the bar, and the next day it goes on again and again and again, just to keep up to my lifestyle, so that I can still continue doing what I'm doing, so I can fund myself. I still pay my rent. I still have to pay electricity, everything, because I already moved out at the point of time. And yeah, I tried lah. And at the bar, why would the bar want to hire me? Is because what I can bring for them, which is marketing. So while working the bar, that's where I can actually make use of the gift that I have is just go around and talking cock people, because people will start to come to Los Amigos where I used to work for me, like to see me, to just chill with me, or to, like at some point they just get drunk, and then I also will get drunk and they give me drinks and then we just talk cock. So I go to every bar and the things, suddenly I'll start dancing in the middle of the bar. So all this is my way of returning back to them. And that's the most that I believe I have done. But whether there'll be a platform where I can go on stage and just talk to people, I don't know whether I'm ready to do that. That one I don't know, because videos at least I can plan.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe I can do like this session, like when I make 50 people sit down there, I just stand in front. Okay, let's talk. Okay, let's choose a fucking topic, and then you tell a perspective, I tell my perspective, and let's have a fucking mature argument. Yeah, that's that one I can, because on the spots, then I have a couple of drinks here that I can speak my heart, and you speak your cock, and then we can talk. Very good.
So, Jaarvis, from this conversation, right? எனக்கு ஒரு question இப்ப தோணுது. In your words, what is Jaarvis? In just ஒரு வார்த்தையில்.
I think Jaarvis is real. Yeah, I think that's the closest that I can get, because even in my relationship or anything, like my mother, I can bring this situation that happened between me and my mother up as a form to identify what real to me is. Like, I came home drunk, my mother slapped my face, and she does that on a weekly basis when I was still living there. So it's normal, because I don't come home and vomit in front of the fucking door and everything. I come home drunk, but not like crawling on the floor or whatever. I come home drunk because I drinks. That's all. Then go room, go shower, go sleep, or do my things and sleep. Not creating ruckus or going home and beat my parents. Or no, not that kind. Just coming home drunk. But so it came to a point where my mother just asked me. She just decided to have a conversation with me. So she asked me whether I will stop drinking. I said no, I will not stop drinking. Then she said, why? And she started crying and everything. Then I said, Mom, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to stop drinking. Then she said, why? No, that's not what you tell your mother. You are Muslim and everything. So she started going all this guilt trips. And it's what a mother does out of love, and out of kindness and everything. All the care she has for her son, I understand that. I'm not disregarding anything that my mother has done for me the whole fucking life. That's everything. I mean, she's everything. She means the world to me. But if I'm going to tell her, Ma, okay, I stop drinking, and then I go out drinking, that would mean I openly lied to my mother. And when I'm out drinking, in my head, there'll be this thing, I lied again and again and again. And I've been doing white lies. Yes. So that night, I just decided to tell her, Ma, okay, I won't stop drinking. Then she tell me, no, that's not what it's supposed to do. Ma, it's not going to happen now. Maybe in the future. I don't know. Not now. Okay. Things happening, and then there's good things going for me. No, Tanni, it's not alcohol, it's not good, and all this thing lah, the haram thing. In my head is, naane oru periya haram. So I decided to tell her, and it came to a point where she just wanted me to tell her what she wants to hear. So she just wanted me to tell her, okay, Ma, I will stop drinking. They say, yeah, apadidan sollunom. Then she was okay already. So it's like, even in my girlfriend, if I do something wrong, I would tell her, okay, I'm sorry, I did it. My father, like in office, in work, if I fuck up, means I would tell people that I fucked up. Okay, I'm sorry, maybe it won't happen again. I don't know. Maybe I tried to avoid, but I fucked up.
நீங்க சொன்னீங்களா, the whole story, it's truly amazing. So now we are going into Vadagaregal.
Wrong soundbite.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So Jaarvis, உங்க வாரத்துல இந்த வாரம் ஒரு நல்ல விஷயம் என்ன நடந்துச்சு?
இந்த வாரம் குங்குமம், இந்த வாரம்
வாங்கி இருக்கலாம்.
This week is the 3rd week of March. Okay, so the most happening thing that happened, actually, yesterday I weighed myself, and then I found out that I'm 71.5 kg, which is actually I was 81 plus about 3 to 4 months ago. And because I was still, I think I was just drinking a lot, and then I was eating a lot, and I was on a very, very happy mood. And I just gained a lot of weight lah. I think I found my girlfriend also. So from the time I found my girlfriend, I started working on everything. You know how it is, right? Yeah, so I worked lah. And after I start working out, and I always have because I've been working out, my body is those kind that if I start eating and everything, I'll gain weight. If I start working out, I'll lose weight. It's those like it's a mairuchi, but it just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So I just told myself, okay lah, I think let's do this lah. But one thing I told myself is to not stop doing the things that I love. So if I want to go out and have a good night of fun after a whole day's work, I will go out and have a good night of fun. And I will not let that affect my mental health or anything like, I need to lose weight. I cannot go out and drink. You know, I cannot go out and eat biryani with my friends because I'm on a diet. No, I won't do that. So I incorporated everything. I had a good run and I lost about 9 kg.
Yep.
But how I do it is very simple and it's very, very, it requires a lot of discipline and it's just a very, very strong mind that you need to have. I fast on weekdays 20 hours a day. So the only meals that I have is dinner. And because I only can eat within the 4 hours span and I only eat one meal a day, that meal I'll eat whatever the fuck I want to eat and I'll have my drinks along with it. So just now I went home for dinner at about 8 p.m. So until 12 midnight, I can eat. Yeah, until 12 I can eat and drink whatever I want. So I can drink whiskey, I can whack 100 pints of beer, but I stop at 12. And then the next day I carry on. So, and of course I don't take the fucking opportunity to whack all the alcohol or everything lah. Like weekdays I don't really. People think that I drink a lot and every day. But it's not. I have my drinking every day is like coming out. Like today, I have 2 glasses of whiskey because I had a long day, very long day. And there's this thing on social media that's going viral right now on Twitter. I'm trying to defend these women whose videos and photos are being exploited on Telegram group chats.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's currently like I have a lot of notifications still going on my phone is vibrating, and a lot of people are actually. There are a handful that are actually blaming me for putting the photos of me and my girlfriend out on social media. Say, you put that, why the fuck you complaining? The thing is, I'm not complaining because my pictures went over. I'm complaining because the pictures of women who do not want their pictures to be there are out there. So I'm trying to speak up for them. But they just keep attacking me for that. But that's okay. I like I said, we know that this is going to happen for us. But I feel for the ladies and there are a few friends who are panicking like fuck since yesterday. Like they haven't been sleeping. I think 2 of them went to the police already. So it's actually a very, very huge issue that's going around on Twitter right now, which I need to go back to and then see how to handle that shit. So I was fighting that the whole day while at work. And tomorrow I have a pitch for a $1.5 million project for my company because I need to do this. I need to produce this video. And I'm still editing. So after this call, I need to go back and call my editor and make sure that he's editing the way that I want him to edit. So I have a lot of shit to do. So if I tell my mother that I'm very stressed, she'll say, she'll say, but sometimes you just need to, calm your soul so you can carry on. And because I'm not just doing work, a 9 to 5 job. I have a lot of shit going on and it's going to be like that for me until I burn out or until I find a way to overcome everything that I'm doing. Because I'm a very ambitious man. I mean, at this age, we have to be ambitious, right? I cannot be ambitious at 50. Yeah, so like my alcohol delivery, I lose my weekends. I don't sleep during my weekends. But I love what I do. I don't wake up complaining. I don't wake up regretting. I wake up smiling because, fuck, I just made the whole fucking country drunk. Okay? It's a good thing. and my business is doing good. Like in less than a month after starting my business, I've got a revenue up to about 20K in just revenue in less than a month, and that's very, very proud for me. And how they do it is marketing the way that I market, the way that I do things, the way that my persona is on Instagram. So all these things put together, ultimately, I'm handling everything as a sole person. So I would need advice. So I stopped smoking cigarettes. I always tell myself only one vice, and that is drinking. Like, don't do anything else. There's no point. Cigarettes, how I stopped cigarettes is I bought a vase, I think my glass vase. I just put, every time I don't buy a pack of cigarettes, I put $12 inside. I saved so much money, I bought a fucking PS4. And I saw how much money I can save from cigarettes. I stopped smoking. Money is my motivation. not my health. Everybody will die someday. One day I walk the road, fucking, I drop in the really, I drop in a longkang, I die. I will never know. So these weeks, the what do you say, Varupada, Valiba,
படக்கதைகள்.
கதைகளா
Vadakadigal is my weight loss lah. And
So what about the rest of the guys? Let's start with Jawar.
இந்த வாரம் எனக்கு 2 different things lah. One, I got a new job.
hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, I drink for you da.
Go ahead dah. Two, I really enjoyed the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
Fuck, bro.
It is what was Warner Brothers thinking? மாட்டா புண்டைங்க 2017 இந்த மாதிரி ரிலீஸ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் அவனுங்களுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி நிலைமை வந்திருக்குமா? நடு ரோட்ல நிக்க வச்சு அவனுங்களெல்லாம் பந்தலே சுடணும்.
Shari, what's your Vadakadai this week?
Actually, my Vadakadai and your Vadakadai could be the same thing lah. We just finished watching the. You haven't watched finish, but I just finished watching the season 2 series of The Boys. So it's a fucking good series, bro.
Tamil padama.
No. Not the Shankar Town padam. It's about a bunch of superheroes gone corrupt lah. So it's fucking good. The dialogue, the scripting, the dialogue is fuck, man. I love it. Until I just keep thinking about the scenes.
What about you? You are.
Yeah, same as him. So in the show, the dark humor is fucking solid. Really, really damn solid. It's like 90% of the population won't laugh at these sort of jokes.
Okay.
But it's just so fucking funny, I think பார்த்து like stupid thing all திடீர்னு comedy வரும். So yeah, it's damn good scripting to the editing, the colors, the whole plot.
The Carl Urban acting also lah.
Yeah. So on the plot is like the superheroes. There are a lot of superheroes in the society at that time, but then they have to be contracted under a company, so they are working for a company. And the company is so concerned about their PR that they make the heroes do this and that for them.
For social media and all that lah.
And some heroes behind closed doors, they abuse their power, and some really don't like the PR, so they like go against them lah. So it's a way it has a lot of subliminal messages that link back to suppression in society and things like that.
I think Jaarvis will like it lah, bro.
Yeah, if you study it right, it really has a lot of societal.
Yes,
meaning.
exactly.
What's the show name? What's the show name?
The Boys is on Amazon, but you need a VPN to view it.
The Boys
Yeah,
The Boys, yeah. Brother,
So my kada this week is 2 things lah. My grandmother just got a second vaccination, and touch wood, she is feeling good. She is okay.
Nice.
Because நிறைய கதை வந்திருக்கு second vaccination அப்புறம்
Fever.
நிறைய பேர் fever and to me my grandmother is my world. Anything happens to her, probably like it'll fuck me up lah. So I'm happy that she's well. She's doing well so far. Touch wood, all is well. She is healthy, and hopefully this situation becomes better. Second thing is I usually don't spend on myself. So இது என்னோட கெட்ட பழக்கம். நான் மத்தவங்களுக்கு I tend to go like
தாராள பிரபு
வச்சுக்கலாம். So I don't spend for myself. So I decided fuck that shit. I decided to buy a computer setup, which I told last week. And this week I decided to buy a speaker.
What speakers?
So Marshall Electron.
Oh.
So pretty happy that Amazon Prime order பண்ணி 3 நாள்ல வந்துட்டு and I've been enjoying it.
How much is it?
US சிங்கப்பூர் காசு 400 இல்லை.
600 is lah.
Okay lah.
இல்ல சிங்கப்பூர் காசு 400.
Let me you got it cheaper than what you Singapore retail, right?
Yeah, it's about there lah, and I'm enjoying it, to be very honest. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, to be honest. Really, thanks for keeping it real with us, Jaarvis. And I think நேயர்கள் இதை கேட்டு they would have learned, it's not easy being someone who tries to make people laugh. It's not easy. And they would also be inspired by a story and keeping it real. And with that, I hope everybody had a good listen. And I hope everybody had a good fun. Jaarvis, I hope you had fun as well.
Thank you. I hope I had a good time. But this Sharif tell me last year, October, let's talk, okay? I asked him, October 2021, put there. He asked me last year, July, he asked me, October, let's do podcast, okay?
Illa bro. Puriyano, he's a married man now. So, now
Oh yeah, hey. Happy married life, Sharif.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Blessed married life.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So, thanks, guys.
All right. Thank
Thanks
you guys so
bro.
much.
அட போச்சே